With the introduction of Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Gods, Akira Toriyama entered into uncharted territory. Beerus, after his fight with Goku, mentioned that he is the god of destruction for Universe 7. He also went on to further mention that Whis, his attendant, is the person that trains him, but there are 12 universes in total, each containing a god of destruction, or at least a god of a similar nature / role. And this laid the groundwork for what would later become Dragon Ball Super and the emerging, developing story in which Goku and Vegeta, Beerus and Whis, or anybody else that's going to be part of the voyage to Universe 6 is going to be exploring different universes in Dragon Ball. Back in the Android saga and further into the Cell saga, we started to explore the possibility of different timelines when future Trunks was able to travel back to the past to warn the Z Warriors of the upcoming threat. And there you have two 100% separate instances in which Akira Toriyama explores alternate realities in Dragon Ball. But wait, what's the difference? A lot of fans seem to think that there is no difference, and that is why in today's video, I will be explaining the difference between alternate timelines within one universe and different universes altogether. And that is why, before we get started, we are going to take a step back and understand what these terms mean. So to begin, an alternate timeline was a reality that diverged from the true timeline due to the actions of time travelers or other temporal phenomenon. They were different from parallel universes in that they did not separate cleanly at the point of creation, resulting in the new timeline destroying the old one. A parallel universe, alternate universe, is a hypothetical, self-contained, separate reality coexisting with one's own. A specific group of parallel universes is often called a multiverse in fan fiction, while this term can also be used to describe the possible parallel universes that constitute reality. So looking at the definitions, we see some differences. An alternate universe would be a completely separate universe, possibly containing similar characters or facts, while definitively a separate entity. An alternate timeline would likely take place in the same universe, but with altered facts such as what-if scenarios and other events resulting in different outcomes. In a separate timeline, there is no alternate version of a character. In a separate universe, however, it is more than likely to see an alternate version of a character, such as a male being a female, or something much more drastic, such as an offspring of a man and a woman being a separate being altogether, with no similarities to the version you are accustomed to, such as a female Goku or a female Vegeta. However, in Dragon Ball's case, we have seen both examples. When future Trunks traveled back in time to warn the Z Warriors of the upcoming threat, he essentially created a separate timeline in which the events of that timeline were drastically different in relation to the events of his timeline, which was in fact the original timeline. I'm not going to get into timeline theories, etc, etc. If you would like, I will leave a link to Quaman's video. It's a pretty long video, but he goes far in depth, and I'm not going to do all of that in this video. Essentially, future Trunks started a butterfly effect. Simply put, events played out one after another differently in relation to what happened in Trunks' timeline. This explains why, when future Trunks came back to the past to assist his friends with their extermination of the androids, he discovered androids 16, 19, and 20, none of which existed in his timeline. As far as universes in Dragon Ball goes, we are just starting to get our feet wet. Beerus mentioned after his fight with Super Saiyan God Goku in Battle of Gods that he is the god of destruction of the 7th universe and that there are 12 universes in total. It is safe to assume that Champa and his female Whis attendant stem from one of the alternate universes Beerus mentioned. Since it is a different universe, that would explain why there is essentially a fat Beerus and a female Whis instead of the skinny Beerus and male Whis that we are accustomed to. And there you have it. I hope that you found the video informative and were able to learn something from this video. Let me know what you think of the video and what you think we will see happen in Dragon Ball Super as we delve deeper into Akira Toriyama's story. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.